Hello, everyone, and welcome to The Explainer. I am absolutely thrilled to have you here today because we are looking at something completely fascinating. We're breaking down a really radical experiment from a piece titled The 7-Day Silicon Architect. Okay, let's dive into this. We're going to explore what is basically the ultimate test of modern technology, building a complete functioning business from absolutely nothing, completely from scratch, and doing it all in just one single week. I mean, just think about that time frame for a second. This brings us to the core question that sparked this entire experiment in the first place. What if you could start a real business in just 7 days? And honestly, here's the real kicker. What if you could do it without hiring a single designer, a single writer, a marketer, or a programmer? 0 employees, 0 freelancers, just you and a computer. It sounds almost impossible, right? I mean, setting up a business normally takes endless meetings, agonizing hiring processes, and huge budgets. But this challenge set out to prove whether that old reality still holds true. To really appreciate this, you have to look at the stark contrast here. The traditional way involves a massive, totally stressed out team. You need human designers, specialized writers, skilled programmers, and all of that takes months and costs thousands of dollars. But the challenge way? Well, the strict, unbreakable rule of the 7-day experiment was to use 100% artificial intelligence. The creator challenged themselves to use absolutely no outside human help. None. Just AI tools acting as the entire company workforce. So here is the roadmap we're following. Day 1 is all about idea generation. By day 3, we move into full product creation. And by day 7, it's launch day. Let's see exactly how this intense sprint actually unfolds. All right, section 1, ideas and brand identity, covering days 1 and 2. On day 1, the very first massive hurdle is deciding what you're actually going to sell. Usually, this is where entrepreneurs just get completely stuck. It's that dreaded blank page syndrome. You know you want to build something, but you have literally no idea where to start. Well, instead of sitting around brainstorming for hours, the creator went straight to ChatGPT, and the prompt they used was incredibly direct. They just typed, "Give me profitable online business ideas that require little investment." Within mere seconds, the AI generated dozens of potential ideas, completely curing that initial paralysis. From that list, the creator selected a highly specific niche, a digital guide and Notion template bundle for freelance productivity. Which brings us right into day 2. So you have a niche, but every business needs a memorable brand, right? The creator turned back to the AI and asked it to act as a creative director. In this crazy, rapid-fire sequence, the AI generated a full suite of brand assets. It named the business TaskTide. It gave it the catchy slogan, "Ride the wave of your daily workflow." And then it produced a cohesive brand color palette and a complete logo concept. Boom, boom, boom. Just like that, a full professional brand identity. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is that massive number, 30, anchoring this step. 30 minutes. That entire professional branding process, the naming, the slogan, the colors, the logo, it took less than 30 minutes. In the traditional business world, negotiating with graphic designers and going through endless revisions for a brand identity, that would have taken days or even weeks. Here, half an hour, and the entire foundation was completely locked in. Moving right along to section 2, products and online presence, which covers days 3 and 4. With the brand foundation set, we shift from the ideation phase to the heavy lifting execution phase. This is where those abstract ideas actually have to become tangible assets that people can buy. The creator needed to build that actual TaskTide product. So, step 1. They used AI to generate the digital productivity guide itself and code the underlying Notion templates. Step 2. They had the AI build out the structure of a professional sales page. And step 3, they used AI to polish the wording. The AI essentially acted as a highly skilled, persuasive copywriter to ensure the language was geared towards actually making a sale. This entire product development and copywriting cycle finished in just a few hours. Moving into day 4, it was time to establish a professional digital storefront. Obviously, the business needed to look completely legitimate online. The AI generated a custom landing page, a batch of social media posts, engaging marketing captions, and a full sequence of email content. The source material emphasizes a truly staggering point here. All of these crucial digital assets, the very things that make up a company's entire online presence, were generated in minutes. Not days, minutes. Section 3, marketing and the launch. Days 5 and 6. Now, the pacing really starts to increase.
As the source notes, a business without customers is, well, it's just an idea. You have to actually attract people, which means you need a massive marketing engine. Take a look at the sheer volume of the promotional arsenal generated on day 5 to solve that problem. The creator asked the AI to act as a full-scale marketing agency. It built short-form video ideas, perfectly tailored Instagram captions, highly engaging TikTok scripts, concepts for YouTube shorts, and a whole suite of promotional graphics. The output is honestly staggering when you consider this is still just one person sitting behind a screen.
And this brilliantly illustrates the true value of AI in this context. The psychological difference between these two scenarios just cannot be overstated. It is the profound relief of having ready-to-use marketing content almost instantly, rather than staring at a blank screen at 2 a.m., trying to force creativity through the typical tiers of late-night startup copywriting. The AI entirely removes that friction of starting. Which brings us to the climax of the week, day 6. Launch day. The business is fully ready. The launch sequence is initiated. Publish the website, upload all that AI-generated content, and finally, share it out across social media. The button is pushed. The business is officially live. And then comes the absolute hardest part of any new venture, the agonizing wait. Waiting to see if the market actually responds to what a human and an AI built together in less than a week. And finally, Section 4, Results and Final Verdict. Day 7. The 1-week sprint is over. It's time to look at the data and deliver the final reality check on this incredible 7-day experiment. Now, I know exactly what you're wondering right now. We've seen the speed, we've seen the assets, but here is the moment of truth. After 1 week of relying entirely on artificial intelligence, did anyone actually become a customer? Did this 7-day AI-generated business make any real-world impact? Well, the results revealed an amazing insight. By the end of launch day, TaskTide had brought in exactly 412 unique visitors and generated $142 in actual real-world sales. But you know what? The biggest surprise for the creator wasn't that raw sales volume or the traffic numbers. The true victory, the real breakthrough of this entire experiment, was the massive amount of time saved. Tasks that usually take a human team weeks or even months to execute were compressed into just a few days. The speed of execution was completely unprecedented. But we do need to ground this excitement with a bit of a reality check, which the source material makes very, very clear. AI is a powerful accelerator, for sure, but it is not an autopilot. AI is not perfect yet. The creator noted that every single thing generated still required human review. The strategic decisions, like which idea to pick or which copy actually felt right, those must be made by you. A human touch remains absolutely essential to filter the AI's output and ultimately give the brand a soul. So the crucial point is summarized perfectly in this quote from the source. The future belongs to people who learn how to work with AI, not compete against it. I mean, can AI build an entire business entirely by itself? No, not completely. But can it help you launch faster, reduce your costs, and dramatically increase your productivity? Absolutely. It is the ultimate tool for those willing to master it. Which leaves us with one final provocative question to ponder today. Seeing how weeks of work can be compressed into a 7-day sprint, seeing the branding, the products, and the marketing generated in mere minutes, would you trust AI to help build your next big idea? It's an incredibly exciting time to be learning and building. Think about how you can apply these exact tools to your own workflow. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. Keep learning, and I will catch you in the next one.